Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. As we can see, the price of Bitcoin unfortunately came at the price opportunity which we talked on my this video, 27,800, 28,000 range for the medium short term. So are we expecting the price of Bitcoin to show some relief rally? Are we expecting the price of Bitcoin to show some dead cat bounce type of scenario for the immediate short term? And also what kind of price movement to expect for the upcoming days? We are going to talk about all of this in today's video. So please guys, please watch this video till the end and also destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet. So looking at this in an hourly time frame, we can see guys, the price of Bitcoin is exactly at this horizontal trend line, because we found out this horizontal trend line here to the downside previously acted as a strong line of support, and we said if the price in the medium short term shows further weakness, this horizontal trend line is where we could be getting attracted, and this is exactly where we are. This is exactly where the price is trying to find support, because we knew parallelly the price of Bitcoin was also following this falling trend line breakout scenario. Yes, this falling trend line, which previously acted as one of the strongest line of support, rejected the price. You can see we got rejection. This is what I showed you yesterday, a relief rally and then again getting attracted towards the price opportunity. And this is exactly guys, this is exactly where we are right now, 27,800 to 28,000 range. And now we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show some range bound and even relief rally type of movement. Why? Because if you look at the price structure here bit differently, you can see guys, the price right now is not just only holding the support from this horizontal trend line, but also the support from this broadening top, the line which previously acted as one of the strongest line of resistance is holding the price of Bitcoin around 28,000 to 27,800 range. So as long as the price remains above this range, we are expecting some relief rally type of scenario to play out here in price action of Bitcoin. Because if we look at the price structure around this area in a smaller time frame, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin looks like it is forming a bullish scenario, so-called falling wedge. Falling wedge is considered very, very bullish, and the area where we are right now is also the end of this falling wedge. So we have to decide whether it's going to be a continuation like this or fake out right after some range bound price again heading here to the downside, because in a bigger time frame 25,000 to 26,000 is our price opportunity. But now, for now, we just want the price to remain above 27,800 to 28,000 range, because we have some very strong line of support line around that area, as you can see here. So in the medium short term, we just need the price to remain above 27,800 to 28,000 range, because remaining above that range means the price in the medium short term could show some impulsive movement like this, where the price could be getting attracted towards the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line. Yes guys, the dead cat bounce type of scenario could be playing out here, where the price gets attracted towards this 28,600 to even around 29,000 range before showing another continuation here to the downside. So that's why guys, that's why in the medium short term, this 28,000 to 27,800 support must hold the price. And we know not just only because of this example, even if we look at this price structure in a daily time frame using the monthly CPR, this monthly CPR are leading indicator which provides us with information beforehand, and the price in our case is still in this VCPR. This trend line has not been touched. I mean, price in most of the cases, more than 90% cases, gets attracted towards the CPR line only after that decides the trend duration. So in our case, the price of Bitcoin started showing this bullishness without touching any of the CPR line, which made the CPR a VCPR. VCPR attracts the price before choosing a trend direction. So in the medium short term, if the 27,800, 28,000 support also gets broken, then we know guys, the first monthly target line around 27,000 and even the central CPR line around 25,000 will be looked as our next upcoming target for Bitcoin. Yes, and only after reaching around this area, we know the price is going to decide an actual trend duration, whether this whole scenario was a fake out and price is going to start making another new low, or this is just a temporary pullback before showing another impulsiveness. So that's why, as you can see, looking the different time frame, the price right now is flashing a very, very interesting scenario. Now, even using this rising wedge here is considered bearish because the price has already broken one of the most important support line, and the same line which previously acted as a support acted as a resistance as well. So the line which acted as a support rejected the price, and since then we are clearly in a downtrend. And now, since we have lost one of the most important support which we had around 29,000 range, this lower trend line in a bigger frame is where we could be getting attracted as soon as the price loses the support around 27,000, 28,000 range. So that's why, guys, we should monitor the price movement very, very carefully. If we do that, we are expecting some relief rally which could attract the price around 28,600, even around 29,000 range before choosing a trend direction. Because if we do break above that range, then we know the dead cat bounce scenario is going to be invalid, and price after that could show some more range bound and even an impulsive movement here like this. But getting rejection around 28,600, 29,000 range will turn the price bearish, because this is a dead cat bounce continuation pattern, and in that case 25,000 is where we could be getting attracted. And even according to this weekly time frame, we have talked about this plenty of time, unless the price breaks the support around 25,000, any sort of a weakness in the medium short term should not be considered that bearish, because we know this descending channel scenario is playing out perfectly. We got rejected around this upper trend line, and now if there is going to be any sort of a weakness, if there is going to be any sort of a pullback, this neckline, right, the neckline from this inverse head and shoulder could be retested. So that's why, guys, even in a bigger time frame, if the price does shows further weakness, as long as we remain above 25,000, let's not be aggressively bearish, because we know after some retest, after testing the key line of resistance, the price could still turn out to play in this manner, range bound, and finally getting attracted towards one of the most bullish target which you have around 40,000 range. Yes, the bigger frame in a weekly time frame, this 40,000 will be the best case scenario for Bitcoin. Now, beside Bitcoin price action, let's also jump into Ethereum price action. So before I jump into Ethereum price action, please, guys, please, if you are new to this channel, if you're watching this video for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. And for those individuals who have been following me for a while, guys, please destroy that like button. Now, if you look at this Ethereum price action here in a weekly time frame, you can see, guys, this Adam and Eve or double bottom pattern is getting weaker. Yes, we are showing weakness. We are below the neckline, the previous temporary waistline, because in this example, you can see the price after breaking out was supposed to show a retest around the previous temporary waistline, flipping that into support and then slowly starting uptrend. And in our case, after breaking out, after pullback, the price seems to be lower than the neckline area or the previous temporary waistline. So what we want the price of Ethereum to do here in a weekly time frame, we want the price of Ethereum to close the candle above 1,900 range. So if we do that, I mean, if we come across this 1,950 range, then I am actually expecting this double bottom scenario or the Adam and Eve pattern to play out for Ethereum with the price objective around 3,000 range. But if we close the weekly below 1,900, then we have to be careful, because this was just a fake out from this Adam and Eve, and price after that could start showing another continuation here to the downside. And we know it's not just only this weekly time frame. Even if we look at the price structure here in a daily time frame, the price of Ethereum is still following this broadening top or broadening wedge. You can see the line which previously acted as a resistance is still going to be acting as one of the important line of support around 1,900 range. So in the medium short term, we definitely want the price to remain above this key line one more time, because remaining above this range means the price could still continue this uptrend after a retest. Yes, guys, this will be a retest from this Adam and Eve, retest from the double bottom pattern, and even the retest from the broadening top. And we know in a smaller time frame, if you simply switch this into 4-hour time frame, the area where we are finding ourselves right now, you can see is an important line. This line around 1,900 to 1,920 range was an important line of resistance in the past price action. This is exactly where we are holding right now. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that in the medium short term, once we lose the support from this horizontal trend line, then this rising trend line here to the downside around 1800 will be looked as the next potential target. But I am actually expecting a relief rally type of movement to play out here. Price consolidating around this range and then slowly getting attracted towards this upper trend line. And why? Because this here, right, is also another falling wedge, and falling wedge usually is considered bullish. So even if we fail to come across 2000, I just want the price of Ethereum to come across the 1950 1960 range. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.